Yes.
In the last episode we didn't do our intro.
Oh my God. Welcome back to the podcast. I am Kate. This is
Shabalicious.
Shabalicious. Say that 5 times.
Shabalicious.
We're just two talking fools, two average girls who are taking their phone calls to the podcast.
You're
Hi.
welcome.
Woo.
That was a melodic one.
That was melodic.
One.
She was chomping at the bit. Yeah. Okay. I'm kind of intrigued by this episode because you have brought this one up like 5 times.
Yep.
So let's do it.
Okay.
Doing it.
Well, she was okay. I don't remember, but it's okay. Yeah. So the topic that I would like to discuss in this episode is mom posses.
Mom posses.
Okay. Dun dun dun. And it's because the last week or two I have dealt with certain mom posses. They exist, guys. They exist. You got questions, buddy. I can tell by the look on your face. You're trying to figure out what a mom posse is.
Yeah,
right?
I'm trying to. Yeah, what is that?
So, I don't know if you remember. Maybe not. But back in the day, way back when we were in high school, you know how people had like groups?
Yes.
Right? I don't know. I feel like when we were in high school, it's different. I don't really remember things being like when it came to like friendship groups or whatever. I personally didn't find them to be clingy or anything like that, but I feel like our experiences in high school were different, right? But I feel like at the age that we are now, and I know we bring this up quite a bit, but there's changes in life, that's why we need to discuss this. There are mom posses, and these mom posses are like a whole different breed of females. They're the ones who you might have that one mom or two mom or whatever moms that don't like somebody, and you get the look from the mom posse, or they're like super cold or super rude, and I get a kick out of it because me personally, I don't really give two flying you know what, but I'm noticing it more and more, especially the last week or two, because there have been multiple events going on where I've had to interact with particular mom posses, and you can sense the energy is off. And I feel like it's like the adult version of high school almost, you know? Mom posses. That's what I call them. I call them mom posses.
Oh, you're coining this term.
Oh, absolutely. It's been coined by Shaba. It has. Mom posses. And the sad part is it's like I won't name an age group out of not wanting to offend people, but it's a particular age group and it ain't ours. I can tell you that.
Wow.
Mom posses. They exist, buddy. Adult version of high school.
I'm the words are coming to me. I'm trying to figure out what I want to say, which is a problem at my age, but like I have
ain't at mine. I say what I think. And I think what I say.
I do think that there are, well, of course, there's groups, there's micro groups.
No, that's not what I'm talking about, buddy. I'm talking about mom posses. I ain't talking, don't make it sweet. It ain't sweet, buddy. I'm not talking about groups of moms that hang out together and, you know, drink coffee and talk about the kids and cute stuff like that. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about some particular women that, I don't know, might be bitter buddies. I don't know. I don't know. I can't assume. I don't want to, you know, assume anything about anybody. But you could definitely tell the energies are off about females in these mom posses. Very much adult version of high school.
My mom would tell you, or at least this is what I tell myself, is that, like, say for instance, you don't like somebody, right? If you don't like somebody, but I like this person. No, let's take this back. Say I don't like somebody, but you like them, right?
Okay.
If they have never given you a reason to not like them, just because I don't like them isn't enough reason for you to automatically not like that
For sure.
person.
I agree with that 1,000%. Miss Linda is a very wise woman. I agree with her 1,000%.
I might not want to go into like a lot of detail or conversations about this particular person if I don't like them,
Right. Absolutely.
but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't like them.
Right.
So what it sounds like is that people are influenced.
Which the craziest thing to me is that I typically get along with most people. I really do. And if I don't jive with somebody, I just don't engage. I don't talk about anybody. I don't treat anybody any particular way. You know what I mean? So it's funny because the first circumstance, um, and I don't want to say too much because then, I don't want to breed energy into it, but I felt like this was an excellent topic for the show. I had told you about a certain conversation that was had. Um, you know what I mean? And I was kind of taken a little bit back
Sure.
by something that was said about me. And so we kind of laughed about it and we're trying to figure out where it came from. And then we were like, you know what? Whatever. Like, whatever. And then shortly after was the second incident at a game. Remember that? And we're like, okay, this is definitely correlated because it's a friend group, right? And then that happened. And then last night, but I call them mom posses. I call them mom posses because it's like the 2024 version of like a mom gang group, whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't know, bro. These women are a different breed. I don't know. I really don't know.
I can tell you that the change in energy when you feel it between yourself and a mom posse or whatever, that change alone is too much for me. I don't like change in energy. I don't like change in energy. It deeply bothers me. So,
And you know
like,
what's
and
so
I
funny
feel
too? You
everything.
do because you're such an empath. Because and I poor Kate, I feel so bad for her. There's been a couple instances where she's trying to figure out what's going on, and no words have to be said. Or the one time words were said, and you were like, "Oh my goodness, where is any like?" We were just having a great old time, and
Yeah,
somebody brought their not great energy over, and you were like, oh my, like, oh my goodness, you feel that
you
stuff because
do.
you don't know where it's coming from. But
Right.
this happens to me on a regular basis. It does. And it's the funniest thing because I'm like, what is with these females? Honest to God, what is with these chicks?
Wow.
I'm telling you, I don't know. It's like a certain group and they're all around the same age and they're all older than me, but I don't want to say like how old because I don't want to generalize
All right,
a certain
fine.
group
Just
of
tell them
people.
it's between, 87 and 94.
I should say that because I mean, bunch of old hags. No, it's like, it's sorry, I can't with people's bad energy, but it's like I'm gonna assume they've got to be around. I'm just gonna say 45 to early 50. And to me, that's still really young. But this particular mom posse, that just off energy, bro. It's just off. It's off. It's literally the adult version of high school, which is weird because I had a great time in high school. I did. I had a wonderful time. But mom posses, they do exist, guys.
When I'm in a space, I want to see people. I want to say, "Hey, how are you?" I want things to be nice and calm,
Sure.
regardless of anything. I just want everything to be nice and calm.
For sure.
Um,
Or sure.
I struggle with my own. I just struggle with my own issue of being. I just feel more awkward than I've ever felt in my entire life, and I've never really felt awkward. Oh, sure, I did. Yes, I did. I had some awkward ass stages in my life, but I just feel so damn awkward around people. Sometimes I'm like, well, if maybe it's their energy or maybe it's just the fact that you're freaking awkward, Kate. And then I go to questioning, like, I don't know. I have like social anxiety. So I like sometimes I wonder if it's like, is it the way I'm coming off? Is it just because I'm so nervous, or you know what I'm saying?
You know what? That's an excellent point because wow, that's a really great point. You know why? I think I and I we've talked about this with you. We've talked about this, right, in certain situations. Um, I've never seen it that way, and I think on the flip side for me, I I don't want to say I don't care how I come. See, I pause sometimes when I'm saying things because I'm like trying to figure out how to word it in a way where it's not like I don't care, like I don't give a crap, because I do, you know, but I just am myself. You know what I mean? I might say hi to somebody, I might say bye, engage in conversation if people choose to. If people choose not to, then that's fine. And you could read that based off of energy or whatever. But
Sure.
I don't try. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not never in a social situation where I try to intentionally engage with people, just because it does get overwhelming sometimes.
Oh my god, it's
But
so overwhelming to
there's
me.
situations that have happened recently. Is that are these our friends from before? It's our RV friends from before. Oh my gosh, love it. They've got to be camping out around here.
That's so funny. Yeah.
But I I do care and I don't to an extent, just because I'm just myself. You know what I mean? And these circumstances that have happened, um, sorry, I did that thing again. I did that thing again with my head. Okay. You did.
She just did
Stop
a
it. Stop it.
343 owl
Well, you gave
turn.
me a look. And
Did you
so
see
I
who it
was looking.
was?
I did. Okay.
Yeah, and you did
And
a
I.
double owl.
No, wait. Stop. Okay. Focus. Dude, I can't right now.
What?
Podcasts, you know, and I'm trying to stay on topic here, and that just completely threw me off.
All right.
But what I was going to say, and I
You
did
look,
it again. I did it again. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with me?
and now there's a state police officer, and you all know how Shaba is about a man in uniform.
Stop, dude, stop. God.
Don't turn around.
Way to make me feel like a cornball.
Don't turn around, Shaba.
I'm watching your eyes right now. I just hope you know that. I am watching your eyes right now.
You have the floor.
Well, after that little, I really wish, you know, I can't wait for us to get to a point where we start visually recording for you guys when we're doing these podcasts, so you can see exactly the stuff I have to deal with, or Kate has to deal with me sometimes, because you wouldn't believe it.
Or her sometimes. Her all the time for me because, but yeah.
But see, I don't even remember where I left off now.
Your whole mojo got messed up just by that 3-point owl turn.
It did. It got completely messed up.
I will
yeah,
say,
caring and not caring.
yes.
That's what it was. Caring and not caring. So I don't want to say that I don't care. I don't want to say that I don't care, because I do, but I don't at the same time. Okay, so my brother and I were talking about when you get to a certain age, right? And not looking for more friends, but if it happens, it happens. But you're not intentionally, like, your intentions aren't to make more friends. It's to be a good person, right? Treat people kindly, treat people well, and then that's the imprint you're leaving behind, is how you are towards people. So when I say I don't care, what I mean by that is that if a certain somebody or group of people, in this case, mom posses, feel a certain way, I do not care about that. I don't. It doesn't faze me, whatever. But what does faze me is like the rudeness aspect towards it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because of the circumstances that you've either witnessed or I've shared with you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's the only part where I'm like, okay, just smile and bite your tongue. And I'm not usually somebody who does that, but unfortunately, under circumstances, I have to now. So that's the tough part, is learning how to bite your tongue and not reacting. You know what I mean?
Correct.
'Cause I'm a fiery personality. I am, and I know that. But not everything deserves a reaction either.
That's true. That's true.
you know. But mom posses, man, they do exist. They do exist. One of the topics, and I don't want to give it away, is men versus women, or the differences in men and women. So I don't want to take too much away from when we do our episode about that. But for me, it kind of goes back to getting along easier with men than women. And I used to, when I was younger, always say, "Oh my goodness, I hate when girls say that." The ones that are like, "Oh, I get along with guys more. I just can't with females." Now I totally get it. I totally get it. I have a lot more male friends than I do females, just because I can't. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I can't, um, especially with, and the mom posses. I think it also has to do with. So there wasn't a couple of instances where something was brought to me for a discussion. Okay, and it was kind of you laugh, but I'm trying to be very careful with my words. It was my opinion or my feeling on a certain topic having to do with our children in general. It could be about activities, whatever, right? There are certain things I will not engage with, because I think at a certain point in time, when kids become a certain age, you have to allow them to have experiences and self advocate if there's something that they agree with or don't agree with. You know what I mean? I don't think as parents it's our job to coddle and baby our kids when they, whether it's get to high school or whatever grade they're in. I think at a certain point you have to take a step back, parent absolutely, but provide them with the tools. Good seeing
Bye.
you. But provide them with the tools in order to be able to make decisions or ask questions or whatever it is. And I do think that that could come across sometimes to some a certain way, because I flat out will say, this is not really something that I care to discuss, because, you know, I just don't care to discuss that. I teach my kids to speak up and ask questions, or I teach my kids to have respect for certain positions, right? And if they feel the need to speak up or say something, then they can do that. And I think because I say that, it comes across a certain way. Now that I hear what I say and I'm telling you, it could come across a certain way. I don't know. What do you think about that?
That was no, I was letting you have the floor. You had to get that off your chest. See, I'm learning a lot in this episode because I I don't know if I've ever experienced a mom posse or not, only because I'm just so worried about being so awkward that I can't even keep up with myself. So
Dude, your facial expression right now when you said that, I love it.
it's true though. Like last night was a perfect example. Like, sometimes I go to these events and I love it. And I do see
Mm,
people I know, but I am the worst at small talk. I get so nervous about
I know, bud.
small talk that
Yeah.
I forget what I'm even going to say. So I just kind of try to blend in and just chill and not, you know, just it's a 40-year-old being awkward AF right now, I guess. I don't know. It's a weird stage I'm in. So I'm
I hear
just
you.
fighting my own awkwardness. That's honest to God's truth. I know that sounds, people probably think I'm joking, but I'm actually not. Like I really do
I did.
feel,
I felt so bad.
I feel more
Yeah.
awkward than I've ever been. Um, so I don't know. So yeah, if you see me, I know I'm awkward already. I should wear that sweatshirt that says, "Hi, no, sorry, I'm awkward. Sorry."
Or sorry, I know I'm awkward. Oh, I don't
Yeah,
think you're awkward though. I mean, you
yeah,
hide it well.
I do, but I don't know. I really just don't know.
You
Yeah,
do. You hide it well. You know,
yeah, I suppose, but
because I don't think you're awkward in having conversations, and I feel like you're very approachable. But I
yeah,
know that when you tell me, like, I can see your body language and I can see your face. The second I see your face, I already know what you're thinking in a
yeah.
lot of those situations.
Chops, listen.
Yeah,
In your life, and when it comes to you and me, like you do things in your life that will can generate an opinion about you that you normally wouldn't have had you not been
a thousand
involved in
percent,
activities or
a thousand
whatever the
percent,
case. And I'm
a
not even
thousand
going
percent.
down that path because
Yeah,
we said we
because we
wouldn't.
yeah, because we won't. Yeah,
However,
Absolutely.
like for me, it's like I try to dodge everything at all costs, which isn't great. So
No, I hear you.
I validate how you feel. I've just never experienced when you said pot. That's not what I was thinking. I didn't wasn't thinking that at all.
Okay, after you have to tell me
Oh, I'll
what
tell
you
you
think.
right now.
Yeah,
You're
what are we
saying
thinking?
mom posses. I'm like in Cumberland Farms. We're talking. We were talking about what we're gonna
Yeah, the
some
episodes.
the
Yep.
episodes. This was one of them. You said mom posses. I'm like, and I looked at you and I said, well, who's in our posse? Or like what posses do I belong in? And I'm thinking you're meaning like crews, like that's my posse, like like people you hang out with, moms that you kind of congregate with at games,
In a way,
people you
yes.
just
Maybe I need to think of a different title for them
no,
because I
that's
could see
okay. I
that.
just wanted you to
But
know. So when you didn't say anything, I'm like, okay, well, yeah,
well, because I didn't want to
exactly.
say too much,
Right. So you
so we
were
could save it.
thinking,
Yeah,
yeah. So really, but you're coining this term, Shab. So
I
I'm
am.
here to help you. So you're coining the term mom posse, which you're saying is a term for a group of women that congregate with the views of only a few in the group
Yes, absolutely, 1,000%.
to give off a different vibe than normal.
Absolutely.
Mom posse. You guys heard it here first.
Yep.
That's probably what AI is going to deem the title of this whole
Mom
thing is
posses.
mom posse.
They do exist, my
That's what I
friends.
need to do is wash my windows
Yeah, I do too,
because
especially the
there's
inside
so much.
one.
My
Disgusting.
inside window, I saw yours the other day in
You
the
saw that
sun,
spot?
but mine is
So
no
bad.
better.
Yeah, it's bad. I have hay in my car too somehow. Hay. Listen, I bring a lot of kids home. You do too, buddy, but I don't know how I have hay in my car.
You guys, we're at the time.
We are. Tell us what
We've
you
got a
think.
lot to talk about. We'd love to hear
Yeah.
it.
Give us your feedback. Please rate us, guys, on Apple. We love the
It's so
feedback we're hearing.
important.
It's great. We love the
It's so
suggestions.
important. If we could get
Keep
to
it
like
coming.
we need more reviews. It's just all there is to it. We're not
But
getting.
Apple, though, right? Or
I
both or
mean,
all.
wherever you can, but I feel like Apple is like the granddaddy of them all. So like,
Yeah.
if you can just
Rate
give
us
us,
on Apple.
just tell us how you feel on the. Just go to the bottom. You'll see it'll let you rate us a review. We'd really appreciate it. Any
Yeah.
feedback, it means a lot to us. Yeah. So okay then. All right. So what do
Until
you
next
say?
time, friends.
Until the
Yeah.
next one.
Yeah. But think about that. Mom posses.
Mom posses.
Yeah.
Nice, nice, nice. Okay, Shabs, I learned something today.
I'm glad, buddy.
Peace.
Peace be with you.
Peace with you.